Hello, hi, welcome. It's Friday. That means it's time for another Conan Exiles community stream. It's just me this week. My name is Jens Erik. I'm your community manager. Natasha might be watching from home. I don't know. She took some time off on this Friday, and so it's gonna be me. And how y'all doing? It's Friday. It's almost the end of June. We're almost halfway through the year, folks. Isn't that great? And I'm wearing headphones because we're gonna have a guest joining us very soon. So we're gonna get to that a bit later. But yeah, happy Friday, Quick Nuts. Good to see ya. Axion9. Thank God it's Friday. Dragoon Duneman says it's hot as fuck, 90-degree weather. It is super warm in Norway right now. It's incredible. Tweaknuts points out that it's almost Christmas time. It is, so you better get that Christmas shopping done. And what are we going to be doing today? Well, since it's it's going to be a fun Friday chill stream here. We're going to be popping into a as we've already said on our Twitter feed and on our Facebook channel. We're going to be popping into the Conan Evolved server along with J0hnbane, who's one of the content creators who've been covering us on on Twitch and on YouTube a lot since we launched in early access. Actually, been a great great supporter of ours, and it's been really fun to see all this content, see his channel grow. And we figured, hey, we want to check out some of the servers where people are making stuff, and he's making some really cool stuff, and his friends are making some really cool stuff. So we're gonna jump into that in just a couple of minutes. But first of all, the past week we've been still working hard on a lot of the stuff that you've been asking us to work on, taking your suggestions, taking your feedback, taking your bug reports, of course. We've put out a quick patch to the Xbox version most recently to take care of some pending connection failure issues. Please let us know if that stuff hasn't, please let us know if that keeps happening. Of course, we're aware of there are some crash issues on Xbox right now. We are working on those. We are also looking into some of the stuff that are happening on the PS4 version, especially with the save trouble that's been going on the single player version. And of course, like the so-called mother of all patches is coming for PC. It's been out on test live for a bit. We've been adding to it with a couple of more test live builds. So that's going to be coming as well. So yeah, I think also there's going to be a quick PC patch during this stream for like the to just take care of some battle eye stuff which needs to be fixed. Nails apparently thinks my headphones are super unique. I like them. I think they're super rad. I bought them on sale because I needed a pair of headphones. Yes, Tweaknuts in the Twitch chat is absolutely correct. Improving voiceover voiceover IP is in discussion internally. We're figuring out like how much dev time it needs to improve that kind of essentially. I also saw someone asking about the pet system, when that's coming out. I can't say for sure right now. If you've been keeping up the community newsletter that I publish every Wednesday, I did mention that we are eventually going to be moving into internal testing of the pets system, and it's going to be happening very soon, but it hasn't started yet. But the pet system will be free. We have said that previously. It will be 100% free. And like the only paid DLC that's going to be going forward is stuff like the Kitai DLC that we did last week. And so yeah, all kinds of like taming and pet stuff. It's going to be coming in a free update later on. We haven't started fully testing it internally yet, but yeah, we will let you know when we have a firm release date for what stuff is going to be. All right. What else? Am I forgetting something? Probably. But yeah, Cryptic Escape asks, when does the Aquilonian stuff drop? We're gonna keep that close to the chest a little bit, but you'll find out soon enough. You'll find out soon enough. There are also some new dungeons planned. This has also been mentioned on our devlog. Go to conanexos.com/news. You'll be able to see some of that stuff. Mouth animations for role-playing is something that we're also discussing internally. I can't say a firm yes or no if it's going to happen or not. So we're still trying to figure out some of that stuff. Pizza Slayer asked, are there any plans to rebalance the Khitan gear, specifically the weapons? Yes, that is. Yes, we will. We're doing a balancing pass on all the weapons right now to you know, to make sure that everything is nice, flat, and level. I'm gonna stop dropping pens. I'm gonna put this over here, and we're gonna unmute myself on Discord, and we're gonna jump in with our friend. Why don't you introduce yourself, friend?
Hey, how you doing? I'm J0hnbane. I am a content creator. How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good. Nice day outside, Friday. But yeah, I do YouTube and Twitch content creation, do daily videos, sometimes up to 3 of them a day. Right now, 1 a day. And then I stream 5 nights a week. And yeah, do a lot of building, survival, crafting, city builder type stuff.
Yeah, and you've, like I mentioned, you've been one of the guys who've been with us since like almost since the beginning of like you
Hour zero.
Yeah, like day 0. Like I checked out your channel, I went back in all your videos. Like we dropped Conan Exiles in early access January 31st, and your first video on Conan Exiles was February 1st.
Yeah, and did the streaming the first 2 days, trying to test that out because I wasn't doing a lot of streaming at that time.
Right.
And then yeah, moved into full video content for it, which is actually the very first season is my longest series on my channel.
Nice. So
there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and you mostly do like build videos, but you also, you know, you try to entertain and try to be, you know,
it's a mixture of everything. I mean, I love building, and but also I love the adventures and the action too. So it's a mixture of everything. People seem to enjoy the building videos more. So obviously, what people seem to enjoy more is where, you know, I tend to kind of try and do more of, and I have fun building. So
yeah, it sounds awesome. People in chat and Twitch chat are wondering, like, where's your hype intro, like in your videos?
Where's my
maybe your hype intro, like I should have probably given you like a hype intro.
Go ahead. There we go. We're ready for it now. Go ahead.
Oh, shit, I didn't know I was gonna be put on the spot like this.
Well, I can do my intro that a lot of people hate on YouTube.
Yeah, go for it.
What's going on, everybody? This is J0hnbane. Want to welcome you to Conan Exiles. Looking forward to have fun with you guys today, like we do every day. Hoping that you find something you like. You find something you like. Don't forget to slam the like button. It does help us out a lot, and we really do appreciate it. And if you guys are new here, don't forget to subscribe. Always got something new coming out for you. Love to be here when it happens.
Nice. Yeah, Night Scream Roads. There it is.
And we're back on the Conan Evolved server today with Funcom, and yeah, we're gonna check out some builds today. Does that work? Is that good?
Dude, that works perfectly. That was amazing. Holy shit, that was so good.
Oh, we got some Swolebanes in the chat too. Swolebane.
Yeah, those are your fans, right?
Yep, that's a part of the community. I'm lucky. I've got an amazing community. Good people. I've seen other communities, and I feel I'm very appreciative of who's part of what I do. So yeah, I'm very thankful, and thankful for you guys too, man. Seriously, I mean, honestly, like Conan is what kind of made my channel become what it is now. So
right,
big thanks to you guys making a good game.
Hey, thank you so much. Thank you for all the coverage. I mean, like because I looked through your channel, and you're like in the 4th season of Conan Exiles now.
Yes.
And I think your first season was like 80 episodes or something.
Yeah, got to 80 or so.
Yeah, and you're coming up on like 40 or 50 for the 4th season.
Yeah. And so it's not going to go that much longer too. So
Jesus, that's I mean like we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for like content creators like you who have been offering up your support, and you know, covering the game, and like, you know, showing it off, and you know, being influencers and all that all that kind of fun stuff.
You know, it's funny too, when I started this, I never thought like you can assume what things are. Like we were talking a little bit earlier, you know, people assume what it's like to work at a game studio or be an influencer. Even like look at sports, like people assume what it is to be a baseball player. Like, oh, all they do is go out and play baseball games, and that's not the case. You know, so it's great. Thank you for the positive. A lot of people like to focus on the negative and assumptions, and it's good to see positive back. So I guess I kind of went a little off rail there, but.
and of course it's also about the players, Wizzo. I didn't mean to, you know, take anything away from you guys.
Oh, definitely the players. I mean, that's what the players and the fans. I mean, that's where the big part of it is. But the exposure level, I mean, a lot of them on an individual basis can't bring it out. So it's good to have you guys and then content creators and whatnot to help with that to expand the audience, I guess.
Exactly. It's all about, it's a whole like symbiotic relationship thing. Like we make the game, you cover them, and people watch like, hey, this guy's having fun in this game, maybe I'm gonna buy this game, and then
I just had an image of a miniature Jens like alien like popping out of my chest, a symbiotic thing. There's
yeah, with a beard and the glasses,
with the new headphones.
So yeah, like before we go further into checking out the builds and stuff, like how did this YouTube thing start? Because you've been doing this for a couple of years now.
Yeah, I actually used to, like, all my life I've been about music and creating songs and performing and stuff like that. And it's about 3 years ago I started getting tired of having to rely on other people to have the same amount of fire and drive as myself. And I enjoyed the band setting. And I played video games ever since I was a kid, like just continuously. I played Legos when I was a kid. I played with all this type of stuff. And I really like building. And I had friends who said, you're pretty good at building, man. And like Ark had come out. Sorry, it's a Conan stream, but honestly, Ark had come out. And I've been playing that since the
same
beginning.
genre.
And
it's fine.
I think both have their place in the genre. They're totally great side by side.
Yeah.
If you know anything about the vanilla version of that before all these mods came out, it was hell getting mats, and I had grinded to build a whole electronic system and blah blah blah.
Right.
And, the power generator and stuff like that. And I was like, I am not. I normally like to figure things out, but I was like, I am not going to spend time and waste all this mat. So I bothered to look up a YouTube video and saw a video from somebody, I guess Slipgator. I give him props, and
Shout out.
It was all about doing generators, and it was supposed to, I thought it was gonna be all about like a tutorial, and I was like, what the heck is this? It's not a tutorial, he's just playing the game. I watched for a little bit and turned it off, and then like a week later I was like, I wonder what he's doing right now. And
maybe I can do this. Maybe I can play video games on the internet.
It was not so much that, as like I was like, this looks like it's fun to do and it feels creative. So that was in like September a few years ago, and I was like, let me try this thing out. So I spent time learning Adobe Premiere, After Effects, a few other things, and got some stuff together. I was like, I think I want to do this. I want to do this. So January, like, was that 2.5 years ago now? January, I put out my first video. Right. And then just been grinding it hard ever since, and had a little bit of mild since the beginning, like as a brand new YouTuber. But honestly, when I got to get on the original Conan Evolved server, and that just opened up a whole horizon for me. And luckily, I started developing a good community from the beginning. So it just has been growing, and it's been I feel very blessed. I've had a lot of bad things happen last year too in my real life.
Ouch.
Like my wife left me.
Oh.
And I had 2 family members die. And this all happened in 3 months. And it was like right when Conan was going up. And it was like, I made me focus more, because I was like, focus on the good. You've worked hard for this. Just keep working. So there you go.
Hey, I'm happy that you're happy. I'm sorry that all that other stuff happened. But
it's really what happens. So it's not like a good or bad. It's just it's the path you travel. There's things you give up to get to places. I would love to have those people back in my life and give up this, but that's not going to happen. And I'm very, very happy I have this here. So it is what it is.
Yeah, you're getting a lot of love in chat right now. So it's people have their sympathies. It wasn't a good year for a lot of folks last year. Like, honestly, like on a general level for a lot of people,
But that's called life and learning.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
It helps you. Like, I actually recently, I call it when crisis comes, it creates opportunity.
Right.
Like the reason why I'm a full-time content creator right now is because my job let me go after 11 years. But
it was going to be a fun, chill stream, John.
Well, I don't mind, because luckily, like the YouTube and the Twitch had grown so much that I was so afraid at first, and then I was like, actually, Slipgator's now a friend of mine, and he said, no, dude, check stuff out, evaluate it, and I looked at it, I was like, everything's fine. It's amazing. Like it really turned into something amazing. So I got to give props to the community, again, to you guys, other games out there that have like things out there that I value that make me want to do this. So and my family and friends. So. But
I mean,
it's sorry, I didn't mean to go negative, but that's really what happened. Sorry, it's not always ice cream and cake, as you well know.
yeah, that's very true. I mean, over here it's been ice cream every single day for the past week because we have a freezer full of ice cream that we needed to get through. So it's been that's been good.
So
Like
your whole
every day
life
after
is
lunch,
ice cream.
every day after lunch, our assistant comes in with like a giant tray of ice cream. He's like, yeah, just grab one.
I mean, you can tell people, yeah, I eat ice cream at work. Like, wait, you get to work for a video game company and you eat ice cream at work?
All right, I'm just gonna really quickly paste your channel in the chats because someone was asking about where to subscribe to you.
Okay, yeah. It's J0hnbane on all platforms. So, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram.
Yep.
SoundCloud.
Check them out. Just search for J0hnbane with a 0 instead of an O. So, yeah. All right, should we get started? Start checking out some builds. Some of the...
Let's do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
We figured there's a couple, massive builds on here. I figured show you some of the smaller ones. Well, actually, we'll do regional, like maybe desert first, and then move to the north and move to the Swungle.
Sure. Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. Well, one of the content creators on the server, her name's Lapis Lori. She goes by Twine Queen here. She started doing YouTube again. She's mainly on Twitch, but she built a couple bridges. Though she had a lower bridge here, but this one was pretty interesting. So I figured to start off by showing you guys that.
You can probably fly a bit too. Here we go.
And I thought it was pretty cool how she did the multi-levels with the stairs and whatnot. It is sandstone, but this is like one of her first builds here. And she put in the nice little potted plants and stuff like that to give it some love. And I do think the triangle shapes, the wedge shapes really worked out well with this square. So
yeah, and it's good to have like the greenery stuff in between to give it some variety, give it some color.
It breaks it up pretty well. And
exactly.
I think like how she left a couple of roofs out here and then put the pillars in. I know it's for structural, but it also kind of breaks up the line too pretty nicely.
Yeah. So on this server, is it mostly about you guys building and like making videos around that, or do you like
It's everything.
Do you raid each other? Or, okay.
Oh yeah, yeah. We have. I'm the clan leader of Tasty Goodness, and
great man.
And then there's another clan or wannabe clan called Clop Avengers that are on here, and it's open game.
Someone mentioned that in Twitch, saying something like "There's no Clop Avengers here," and I was like, "What the hell does that mean?" But now I get it. So
yeah, they try to be. Honestly, they're good people. We're in a feud, so I'm not going to trash talk them too much. But yeah, they jumped me a few times in me building, and when I was not prepared, I was in a build spec. They were in battle spec. Figures like cowards would do that, but. But yeah, there's that going on. Some people are in here just doing adventures. Some people doing a mix of things. I feel like I do a mix of things along with the building. So it's all aspects of the game we try to explore here.
Cool. That sounds like a really good way to like build a proper server, build a community, especially for one that's centered around content creation, because you guys. You have to hustle. There has to be something new almost every single day, too.
There it is. There has to be some, like, you don't just make a video of me running around hitting stuff. There has to be some value for somebody to want to watch it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the point. And we're not just content creators here. After the first season, how a lot of content creators will do like 10 videos and just split. So it was very quiet. And I was like, I'm going to reach out to my community and let some of them on the second version. And now we're in the fourth version of it. And the people that aren't content creators here have been players on this for like a long time, and they've interacted well. They're very active with the game, so it really adds life, and it's great to see some of their builds, which we're going to check them out too. And there's some amazing builders here. So
Kane_Bloodraven in Twitch chat says, I'm trying to be an entertainer / broadcaster, terrified of it, to be honest, not used to it, slowed down on my videos, but now that I own Conan, I feel I can put out a decent amount of content and maybe a funny moment series. Can't wait to see what the future brings.
There you go.
It's really great, dude. Just keep at it, keep hustling.
I always say one thing, like with like weight loss or anything like that. The only way to do it is to do it. Just get out there and do it. You can plan all you want, but just do it. You got to get something out there. So.
Yeah, it's just work. It's just hustling.
You saying you're a hustler?
I'm not a hustler, but.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, go for it, Kane. You can do it.
We want to go ahead and go to another build, I guess.
Yes, let's do it.
All right. Let's see. I had a bunch of screenshots of a map earlier to make sure that I knew where the heck I was going to port to.
Right.
Instead of.
Yeah, you can go ahead and do that, and I can probably answer some questions in chat. Beowulf the Barbarian asks, wonder when Funcom will add in emotes for Biter Keto and by Ymir. That is a very good question. I don't know exactly when, but I will write that down. Because that, of course, is something that we should have. All right, Ymir. Emote. All right.
All right.
Written down right there.
Do you want me to force you over here?
Sure. This video is just for show the builds. Yes, we're gonna be running around the Conan Evolved server, show off some of the cool builds, and talk a bit about what it's like living that YouTuber life and all that stuff.
Not yet, no, we're doing that. No, we're doing that.
And I'm inside you.
See, you are a symbiote.
I was literally inside you. Revan, there's not going to be any new combat or taming. We're going to show that at a later date once we're done with our internal testing and all that kind of stuff.
So once this all loads in, this is actually he was originally just one of the people in my community and decided to do content creation. He's been doing it for about a year now. His name is Masonator, and he does 5 videos a week. And this is a build he's been working on ever since the less replacement restriction mod came out. He's been actually doing some good stuff with it. So
nice.
If you want to go in ghost mode, then we can fly through and you can check it out if you want. But
sure thing.
I do enjoy how he did his build so far.
Yeah, this looks incredible from the outside, and I'm wondering, I'm guessing that he either your harvesting rate is pretty high or he spawned in all this material, because we all even when you see mine, we grind that stuff, man. I'm serious. I'm not even kidding. The big one, I've got 20 hours to build the wall. I have a guy named Hrothgar that's a friend of mine and also my moderators. So we grind our butts off. They grind their butts off. So it's all legitimate. Wow, it's real good. The gate itself is just really, really amazing, especially with the pillars and the slanting the
ramps on there.
The ramps, yeah. Why do I keep forgetting that word? Yeah, so Masonator is in chat, says I harvested all by myself. That's amazing, dude. That's quite something.
But he did let's see, there's this portion here, and then he's got a backside, which
See, what I usually do, I will usually just pick a flat location and just build from there, or maybe just a top of a shelf or somewhere that I can build out and then use pillars. But I find it amazing some of the stuff you guys do where you see that, I can build something over here, and I can have a ramp across there, and I can have a bridge, and I can have all these things. And it's
I love building into the landscape and accentuating the landscape, and he did a good job of that here. Yeah. So these gates look good too.
Absolutely. So when you're building, when you're doing because I'm assuming that you're also building pretty huge stuff. Do you plan everything out, or do you just go by feel, or?
It's all by feel.
Right.
I look at the landscape and that, and I kind of imagine what should go there, and then I build it. And kind of go from there, and then as it gets built, it starts to influence the overall picture, and okay, well, maybe I should do this here and there. Okay, that worked out, and that's generally how it goes for me.
Yeah. Witso asks, that's a big build, how often do you get raided? I think you're gonna have a hard time penetrating all this stuff.
It's actually, we do raid here, but we kind of also know that they're content creators to make videos, and the amount of time that goes in some of this, so there's a balance going in effect, a mutual professional respect, I guess.
Sure.
So there is PvP, but it's not like troll PvP either.
Right.
So there is a difference, and I mean, there's a value people put on both of them too. Some people really love the troll PvP, and some people don't. We try to put out content, so if we did that, then we wouldn't have anything to show you guys.
Of course.
Except for the raid, I guess. But you can see he's still working on the left building here. But the layout, I figured you might like that, and then it's
actually
solid build.
looking at his unfinished tower to the left here. It looks a lot like the command center from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. That's the first thing I thought of, because it has the circles and the pillar in the middle. With the opening is open there. It looks a lot like that, especially from the angle where I'm viewing it right now.
He's a Mesozoid.
Nice.
So that's that one. Do you want to move on to another one, or you want to check out some more, or?
Can we check out the inside maybe?
Yeah, we could be able to ghost right through. If he's done anything, he should have his workshop together. Here's his workshop.
Oh yeah, this is amazing. Holy crap. You got the improved furnaces, of course. You got the back-to-back blacksmithing stations. I see a lot of people, they always build it like this, they take the corners and place them into each other together.
I always do a wheel, 4 of them together.
Same with the they also place chests on top of each other. I've noticed.
Yeah, and I wish that was a little friendlier to do. I spent
Sure.
about 5 hours one time to put some in my workshop,
Oops.
just to put some up, and it was yelling at me, and I couldn't get it straight. And my OCD was like yelling at me. I was like, "Stop it! We just got to get it done."
It's never easy. It's never easy.
Yeah. True.
He's got an elevator here onto like a second story. Of course, he's got a giant map up top. This is super cool. Holy crap. I try not to swear too much on stream, but sometimes you just gotta let it out, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, if that's what you feel like, then that's what you feel like. There's nothing wrong with that, you know?
Yeah, sure, you know. I'm trying to keep it, you know, to a certain level. Yeah, this looks real great. Yeah.
All right. And then actually there's another, he's actually in the Clop Avenger, which is unfortunate that he made such horrible life choices. But over here this way, actually I'll fly over here some. This is where the leader of the Clop Avengers is.
Yeah.
And
I'm coming after you.
it's you know, I figure, yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Masonator for the build. It's really, really good. Derek, we're mostly showcasing the server, but there's going to be some discussion about the game. I'm going to like try to answer questions from the chat when I can, when I see questions that I can answer. So it's gonna be a bit of a mix of both, but we're mostly focusing on the server.
Mostly this is like a basic build, but this is RoboClop space, which he is the leader of the Clop Avengers.
Yeah, of course.
So, yeah, he's known for not being. Well, he actually did a good job cleaning up his build some. Maybe I should have told him that you guys might visit.
You're saying it looked ugly and different before?
Oh, it was like sandstone with holes in it, with some little bit tier 3 here, a little bit tier 2 there.
Yeah, because I noticed like he's got like the base in tier 3, and then there's like tier 2 on top. So
I do like the design change some. It's a nice contrast, but yeah, it's there. But it's funny because he's sandwiched between Masonator and Vintage Beef.
Right.
And Vintage Beef is actually on the other side of this cliff too.
Yeah, I know him. He's also been one of the guys who've been playing Conan Evolved since.
Yeah, he was day one guy as well. That's where I met him. Was, you know, then he's become an awesome friend. We both had similar things happen at one time, and it was just friendships happen. So
sweet.
Anyway, if he passed through the cliff to the other side, you can actually see his build.
All right, I'm gonna do that. Whoop. Let's see what we find here. Oh yeah, there's the village.
If it's coming, that's what he likes to do. He does village kind of builds, type of thing, not necessarily huge like single bases.
Yeah, because that's also one of the things that we tried to showcase in all of our trailers. Like you could build like huge, giant villages and like city walls and all that kind of stuff. And seeing the community embrace that and just go, yeah, I can build that. I can do that. That'll be good. And then just like seeing it all come to fruition, it's been amazing.
Now his is not finished either. He said that, so we got to put a little disclaimer on there.
Sure, work in progress.
Most of it's a build in progress. This is the newer section, the lower floor. The upper section here though has his little towers and stuff, and little gardens. The gardens are down there.
This is so good. This is awesome. Holy crap. And then someone asks, some Pizza Slayer in Twitch asks, what does Clop mean?
That's guessing it's RoboClop is his name. Is one of the content creators' names. RoboClop,
yeah.
And so it's his name, and I call him the Flop, Avenger, or Revengers, pacifiers, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, RoboClop is just his name. And he's on YouTube as well. So
is he a fan of My Little Pony, or was it just a misspelling?
I totally would think so. And Beef is really good at decorating. He's decorated his stuff out pretty well too. Well, I say pretty well, really well. There he is asleep on the ground.
Try not to move around. Where is he asleep on the ground? Right in here?
Yeah, right there. You can see him down the hole.
Oh, and he's got the Kitai stuff. That's great. Let's punch it. No, I'm just kidding.
You can see how durable it is. If you're in God mode, you might want to watch out. Cave his chest in.
Crazy Creation says go inside his storage room. Do you know where his storage room is?
He's got right here. I'm not sure which one it is. I try not to go into many people's places. I've asked permission for everyone's place we went into, so I don't go
Sure.
and just admin into it. This actually looks really nice inside of here. You want to see the little
Let's check
cooking
this out.
area thing.
Oh yeah, that's good.
So he
Got
does a lot of
Thralls
good.
here. Oh yeah, this looks like a place where I would like to live for like a weekend. You know,
Yeah,
just
actually,
to chill,
not in
get
the
away
desert.
from everything.
maybe in a mountain place or something, but not on a desert. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Crizzy says this is his kitchen. Yeah, it looks absolutely
I know,
like a
it's just on
kitchen.
that. It's pretty cool though. He did a good job, and I think this is the storage. Is this the storage one here?
They say the neighboring building, so it's either one of these.
Yeah, this is the storage area.
Oh yeah, this is. Yep, this is good. This is real good.
And then there's a second floor that isn't done yet. So.
Yeah, someone in chat pointed out, I wonder if rivals watch streams like this to get layouts of bases. So, you know, sorry to Vintage Beef if we're spoiling anything for, you know, for future raids and stuff.
Well, the thing is that we all have YouTube videos, so if they really want to do that, they go watch.
Yeah,
how
you can just
built.
watch each other's content. Yeah.
You know, so it's PvP is open here.
Right.
So, but this is his base. He's done a lot of work on it. He's stayed here too. Whenever the Swungle opened up, he didn't do anything crazy. Like
right.
You know, I build bases and move, and build bases and move sometimes. So
right.
He's been here the whole time. So yeah, that's Beefs. I
think
Shay,
the attention to detail is just really good.
Yeah, he's definitely, you know, if you know much about him, that's one of his things for years. I mean, he threw Minecraft and into all the other games, you know.
Yeah.
His building ability and decorating it was a really good, nice touch. I honestly haven't had a lot of time to decorate myself, but I do a lot of building and come back later and decorate. It's usually my flow. So he does it as it goes.
Calendros writes, the evil empire is watching and planning to raid everyone.
It's just him. So, you know, the thumb and
he is the only one in the evil empire.
Yes.
All right.
The whole empire is him. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and we'll go to another spot.
All right, go ahead.
This is Shay's area. Let me go to it. Make sure I go to the right spot, and then whoa.
Yeah, the red tent is has been fixed on the test live builds, and it's gonna be moved to the live build pretty quickly, so people will be able to remove them again.
Okay, I'm gonna port you over now.
Sweet.
Summon player.
Crazy Creations says, I watch all the videos and streams to learn how to make nice builds. I mean, yeah, that's that would be the way to do it.
So this is Shay's base, Shakira.
Oh wow!
She didn't want to show anything. I was like, "Come on, you got to have something you want to show." And it's like, "Well, we could do this one." And so she sent me where
it's like it's like a tree city.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is nice.
So he's got like the pods and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. I like how the different sized. Sometimes we call them squircles or hexagons, octagons. But I like how the different shapes are, and it's kind of laid out like almost like a community, like I don't know, like a government center type thing. You know how they have like different buildings kind of spread over a campus.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of a feel.
Yeah, and you can see all the connecting pathways.
And you can see how where some of the less building restrictions mod kind of comes in place in some of the builds too, where like, hey, you're not supposed to be able to do that, which I'm very appreciative of.
Yeah, and we're sorry about, you know, the whole thing with the mod a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, it's all right.
Where
that's
all
why
your placeables disappeared.
Yeah, and well, that's why I reached out, and then we kind of worked it out so that I kept the server turned off, and then rolled back to right before it happened, and then whenever everything was good to go, everything was fine. So
awesome.
That's what communication's about. That's what communication.
Absolutely. No,
we fly off the handle, and that's not what you do. You find out the deal.
I was having a mild panic attack when that was going on. So it was really weird just seeing people coming in and go like, oh, my placeables are gone. What the, you know, like, all right, something's happened. We got to figure this out, you know?
Well, it went through, and like the thing that really showed me kind of what it was is like, we don't have any placeable, like any addable like mods on this server. It's just like the pop-up mod. We have the less placement restrictions, and then Pippi. And so, you know, you narrowed it down to the placement one, which is great. So
yeah, that's
glad that happened, and they updated it pretty quickly. So it's what happens, though. I mean, it's a mod thing. I mean, and you have a major update to the game or an update to the game, it's gonna do that. And you guys made it easier for mods to load now, haven't you, or be compliant with each other?
Yes, a little bit. When we're gonna continue to try to make that even easier. Where
is that like something like item ID or something? How it caches that or something or what?
That's too technical for me to answer.
Oh, okay.
But the idea is at least in the future, where you like if you go to a server, like instead of the way it does it now, where it says, "Oh, you can't go in here. You need these mods," and then you have to go into Steam and do all that stuff. But we basically want to add some sort of like automatic download where it just like pops everything, and then a couple of minutes later you're in the server.
That would be nice. That'd be really nice. But yeah, this is Chase. I haven't gone inside her, so I don't know. Oh, she's not finished anything in there yet. I wanted her to at least show something. She's another prominent person on the server. Yeah. So at least you give her some love on here. Let's see. Let's go to one of my favorite builds in the desert.
All right.
This is by Alfro Gamer.
Yeah.
She's been a long time person here. Let me show it. We called her the wrong name for too long, and then she changed it to that, and then.
Crizzy says Shay is a good builder. I like how she also focuses on finding all the lore of the game, because there is a lot of lore in this game, and I think a lot of players don't really notice that at first. Like they might see the giant stone tablet and look at it. They might not see, oh, there's a thing on the ground here, and there's a book here, and we can like read all this stuff. And there's
yes, I kind of like that, and I mix it up depending on what the goal is for me. Right. And she does the whole thing in the shebango at the same time. I did 2 episodes of going for cooking, but the lore itself, like finding the War Master, that and the archivist and all the whole everything. I really like that too. But yeah, she does a good job with that. I'm gonna summon.
Wait. Goliath US XX says there is so much lore. Joel spent a lot of time writing that lore, so there should be.
This is probably one of the better builds you'll see.
All right, just gonna till it all pops in.
It'll take a minute.
Yeah, this is big, so it's probably gonna take a minute. He's almost made a Triforce on his floor over there, like the entryway.
As it continues to come in, it should be. And again, this is all we get our own stuff. We have the gathering modifier at ×7, so it's not like crazy.
Yeah.
So there's an amount of work that went into this to get built, and it's fully decoed out and all that stuff. It's a very well done build.
Sure. Orbital Beetle in Twitch asks, "Show us the lore." I can't see any lore. Well, item descriptions. There's a bunch of lore there. There are books on the ground. There are giant stone tablets that you can examine to figure out the game's story.
NPCs.
There's a whole lot of lore. Just gotta look for it. Just gotta know where to look for it. What are the colored beams? Someone asked. Well, those are the tier 3 altars with archpriests in them. They throw out a beam up into the air, so you know that there's an altar here. There's a
that can be turned into an avatar.
Yes, exactly.
So she's done wings in hers, and it has the map room in the middle.
Yeah, I really like the symmetry of it, and just like. Yeah.
And it's really nicely done. I mean, there's second levels to the floors. They go up top into rooms, and just really a lot of thought and work in there. Here's her vault area. I know I'm kind of buried. It's in the corner of a wing. I'm back in the center.
There we go. Yeah, okay, there you go.
And then over here, she has a vault room here.
Oh, nice. That is really good. Really cool. That's a perfect place for the vault to be, in my opinion.
And yeah, her wheel of pain's in another corner, over the side section. So she's done a really good job just in general, and the layout and the feel.
The BG Pikester asks, "Hey, Ens, my girlfriend is addicted to putting way too many beast heads on the wall to the point where it's disturbing. How can I cure her of that?" I don't know, man. I think this is just one of those things where you and your girlfriend have to, sit down, talk this out.
I don't know. I think his girlfriend's probably acting really normal. I think he's got a problem.
Could be. I heard. I think it was like Guillermo del Toro asked, he talked about having way too many horror memorabilia stuff We had to put a lot of it in his garage. And he had to buy like a second house to just like put all his like, you know, memorabilia stuff.
That's like P. Diddy had like a full like apartment level for his closet.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That's just way too
But
many.
she did an amazing job, and the actual visual view of the whole thing. I mean, even upstairs above the map room, she's got her apiaries and all the compost and planters. And
I'm just gonna see if I can take a look at this from above. Yeah, this is like a throwing star shape. It's really cool.
Very well done.
Yeah. Wow.
So this is probably dwarf anything else. So we can go to like, I have got a simple Thrall build I did for a Thrall camp nearby. We can go by real quick.
Yeah, let's do it.
And we won't have to stay there long because it's not a lot.
Yeah.
Let's see right here.
Someone in chat, I'm sorry, but I forget your name, asked about the Conan books that they want to get into because they've been playing the game. So when we started making the game, there were two specific Conan stories that our creative director wanted us to read, and the first one is Tower of the Elephant, which is a short story in like 3 chapters, which is where Conan hears about a tower with a magic jewel. He decides to steal the magic jewel, and then stuff sort of happens from there. So check that out, Tower of the Elephant. The other is I think it was The Hour of the Dragon was the other one, which is like one of the few like novel length Conan stories, which is when Conan is king of Aquilonia. So you should check out those two at least. You know, just I think you can buy like one giant like binder of Conan stories, like annotated and all that kind of stuff. So just you know, check it out on Amazon. You'll figure it out.
Yeah, they have it. If it's available in the world, Amazon has it.
Yes, usually.
This I did in a night. I had the mats mostly already, but this is just this is Thrall taming pens for
nice
for the city of Sepanemendamenter.
Sepemberu.
Sepanemendamenter. That's what I said.
Yes.
But this was I needed something, but this is whenever the Clop Avengers became a thing. I was like, well, I need something kind of defensive. I know they climb the walls, but at least they'll kind of keep them away. But did just a multi-level Wheels of Pain through it, and I went for more of a square kind of shape with it. I don't normally build squares, so I challenged myself to try to build one, and I failed.
Because it's a giant square. It's just a box.
It's a box with the box on a box. But I made the workshop itself is not really well decked out, but I liked how it was a longer building. Usually I do more rounded ones, so it's a bit of a thing. It's not fully decorated out, but I like the style. So yeah,
it has a really good like workshop feel to it.
Yeah, like ready to get some sawdust on your hands and get to work.
Yeah, just gotta get them hands dirty, you know. And like
the southern entrance is kind of cool with the wedges and stuff. So it's again nothing. This is putting the less placement mod on it.
Yeah.
So this is vanilla building. All this is building, and again, like all mats have been grinded on the server. All mats have been grinded. It's not spawning
with 7x harvesting, of course.
Oh yeah, it is. But like if it wasn't, then we wouldn't be having this tour probably.
Yeah. So hold on a quick second. I gotta kick someone out of the Mixer chat. There we go. He's gone.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, he was just being a bit spammy.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah, like someone in Twitch chat pointed out that it's really good use of wedges to get the triangle shapes coming off the sides of the gate there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Trying to mix up like every build. I try not to make exactly the same as the other one. Try to come up with something new to do with it. That's my challenge. So that way, okay, that looks like a bigger version of that build, or it looks like another version of that build. Try to do something a little different. And I like all the different materials. Like the stone brick has a great feel to it compared to the tier 3 have reinforced ones, or the black ice, or now with the red barns we can build now. So.
Right. Yeah. I think especially the tier 3 stuff, at least the reinforced stone and black ice stuff, they look very like fortressy. Like it looks super powerful,
Yes.
And the tier
foundations and the black ice, they look amazing.
The tier 2 stuff is more it's more
city-ish maybe.
I guess like I hesitate to call it modern, but it's almost that because it's brick.
Yeah, modern Conan level.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then the sandstone, it looks exactly like that. So
yeah, like, well, I just threw this together with mud and spit. And
it's great for templating though.
Yes, I'm sure.
Template out your builds. It's a heck of a lot cheaper. And then if you're not sure what you're gonna do, sometimes I'll do that when I'm in the middle of being creative, but
yeah,
that's not it. So, let's see. We're staying in the desert, so let's go by another one. This is actually a clan called Tribe. A tribe called Tribe.
Right.
They put a lot of thought in the name.
Sure. I mean, a tribe called Quest was already taken, so
exactly.
Yeah.
So a tribe called Clan, like clan called Tribe. I mean, all right, let me go to this, and there's a lot of detail work put into this, so you're definitely gonna, if you like detail work, you're gonna like this. So let me get you over here. Yeah. Choose Moknuff, come. Summoning the player Moknuff. Yeah,
in case anyone's wondering, like I named my character Moknuff, Mocnuf, because it's a pretty okay barbarian name, and it's also a fun comp spelled backwards. It's a twofer. Feel good. Andrew B just typed in tribe. So
yeah, she's got the whip for them. She whips them in place and
whips them into shape.
They worked on some stuff last night actually, so yeah, they're pretty excited. They should be excited. I'm excited. We're all excited.
This is big.
There's a lot of work done
Holy
here.
hell. Wow. I am absolutely blown away by this stuff. Whoa. I really like the trebuchet platform.
Yeah, very well done. And then each actual place has a place for a member of tribe in it too. Like they have names on the front, whose house is what, and there's personal effects. And like here we have, who's this? This is Glory, which is Anju.
Glory, Daddy's Dungeon. Wow, this is so good. I am absolutely blown away. Oh, there she is. Hello.
There she is. She's unconscious.
You sleep. You couldn't see me right now, but I was looking at the camera real weird. So.
Hi, little girl. My name is Smokov.
Do you want to play a game?
Just say your name 3 times in the mirror, and then. Let's see what we got over here. Who's this one? Yeah, this is Daddy's Dungeon, which is empty. Daddy hasn't done anything with it. And see, there's
got a nice bed though. A real nice bed. I say that. Yeah, this is like a small like medieval village type style.
Yeah,
and it's just the attention to detail is just absolutely amazing. Dragon's Nest. I'm gonna check out this. Oh yeah. Wow. This is so good. I am blown away by all this. Holy shit.
Yeah, a lot of detail work here. There's a group of them that have worked together, so that as you can see what a group can accomplish when they all rock it out versus like one person building. So yeah, this is put a lot of stuff into it. Like here's the outhouse. You gotta check out this. Okay, here's the outhouse. There we go. Okay, that's great.
Oh yeah, there's a pot on the floor to piss in. Awesome. Outhouse. I just imagine someone building this, and then they're trying to line stuff up, and then, there's like they're one square apart. They're just not lining up enough, and then someone just goes, "God damn it!" and they have to start all over again.
Oh, here's Will's. He's got the pleasure palace or pleasure place. He's got it's done a good job too in the ranging of things. Yeah. Got some of the new jade stuff up on the fireplace, and
there's Will sleeping in his bed. In his undies.
He's watching you, Will.
Watching you sleep.
He's still watching him sleep.
Alright, I'm done.
Okay, you done watching him sleep? Okay, good.
I'm
kind of creeped out here. I'm gonna go outside now.
You should watch the VOD later and just get skipped to the parts where I stare into the camera like a madman.
Then he kind of just look over his shoulder real quickly,
Hashtag I blame Will in the Twitch chat.
They did use the new DLC to build the new
oh wow!
New barbecue.
Khitan barbecue. Yeah, that's good.
And they did this last night.
This is so good. I am blown away. It's like what some of the things that I never really do is like build like small and compact, but like it really, if I'm allowed to brag just a little bit, like I think a lot of the building system like really lends itself well to building compactly. You know, you don't have to build big. You can, but you can also, if you want, you can build like small rooms and like small buildings. And small,
I think it's
small
more
houses.
challenging to build quality smaller builds because you have less to work with.
Exactly.
So having unique buildings, multiple ones, that's where the real big challenge lays, and then also decorating them to fit better.
Yeah.
It's easier to decorate kind of too if you get the build right.
Sure.
I think. But I mean, I love how they have the bars on the outside too, so people come up, order through the windows, and
yes. Oh, the lanterns are. It's super good. They should have called it Khitan buffet instead of Khitan barbecue. In case you want to go full. Times. Yeah. In case you want to go full Chinese buffet thing. So.
I'll take a pork lo mein. Let's see.
Poo poo platter.
Happy family. I always have happy family. What do we have here? We have the Decor Shop and Free Decor. So this is her Decor Shop she's got.
Nice. No returns. Free decor curated for your home. No returns. And then just a bunch of. Yeah. Wow.
So yeah, they've done a good job at this build. This is where a lot of their energy went to. I'm sure you can tell. So.
Oh yeah, like this must have taken a lot of time.
Yeah. Well, they whenever the server's new, like a lot of people, they're on heavy and hard.
Right.
And then over time, like kind of like I would say refine it. I think that's kind of what I think she built the whole thing with the sandstone first for the preliminary walls, and then replaced it all.
Yeah.
So that's a work in progress by itself.
It looks it's incredible.
I guess we go by.
Yeah, I was gonna suggest that we jump north maybe, and then skip to some of the swamp stuff because we're slowly running out of time.
I'm sorry. We can go over to Slipgators if you want.
Sure, let's do it.
All right, this is his Ziggurat. It's a work in progress as well.
All right,
but it's got a good feel to it. Let me see. Here we go, and I will summon you. Summon player.
In case you're watching and you're wondering if we patched the PC version right now, we did. We patched it with a quick battle eye update to take care of some stuff that people were, to make battle eye work better, basically. So Darn's hand in Mixer asks, "Is Conan Evolved fun?" I think it's pretty fun, but I'm biased because I'm working on it. So
I think so too. But depending on what kind of experience you're expecting, will decide on where you should play it. In my opinion.
Yeah.
Because there's a single player, then the official ones can be a little ruthless, and then there's private ones that can be more curtailed to a specific set. So, you know what I mean? Like some people don't like official stuff. That's just me. Like not. You know what I mean? Like because it's wide open, and you log in one day, and then all 20 hours you just put it in, it's gone.
Sure.
But
yes.
You accept that when you play on those servers, and you expect that, so you play accordingly.
Yeah.
Or you get a client and you don't let that happen.
I mean, if you are thinking of buying it, it is on sale on the PS4 right now if you're a PlayStation Plus member in the US, and it's also on sale on the Steam sale if you have a PC that can run it. So, it's.
And there's this awesome DLC for it now too.
Yes, there is. Which our amazing artists have been working super hard on.
They did an excellent job. I can't say that enough.
Yeah.
They've done an excellent job on. I was telling you earlier the detail work they've done on the pieces themselves, like armor, weapons, building, all that is amazing.
Shout out to Jenny, our character artist, who makes a lot of the clothing, and shout out to our team of 3D artists who make the weapons and the placeables and that kind of good stuff.
Very cohesive. Very cohesive.
It helps that we have a really good art director named Gavin, who's he's been working at Funcom for a while, so he really knows the Conan style really well, and he knows what kind of visual direction he wants for the game and for the building pieces and for the different weapons and armors and all that kind of stuff. So he's been really good at keeping everything coherent and keeping everything feeling like it all fits together.
So this is his Ziggurat. He did most of this building has happened on streams he does.
Right.
So a lot of that's there. I like how he did the design with the ceilings in the middle there with his carpentry benches.
Right. Yeah.
But he's got a bunch of different things pretty well done. Well, his vault now has got a vault above there. But he's done more of the building and not so much the decor. But
Right,
the
yeah.
overall like style, he's taken advantage of the less placement restrictions mod too to kind of pull in some of the walkways into each building.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's a nice build.
Slowpoke X2 writes, you know, for a server called Devolve, they sure seem surprisingly technologically advanced. I expected people living in caves and simple huts with lots of grunting.
You know, the name actually was made up by Blitzkrieger.
Oh yeah,
they were the original, the curator. They had this server. Dragast and Blitz both got the whole initial group together. Eventually, Dragast pulled out some, and I became they made me admin of the server, and I've been adminning them ever since. So I just carried the name on. So
right.
they're the ones that came up with that. So, which I
but
thought was a clever name. Clever.
But it's been a bit of a theme, I think, for those guys because they also run an Arc server called, I think it's like Pooping Evolved or something.
No, that is actually another group. I'm associated with them.
Right.
That's Slipgator, XP Crafted, Zul'jin. There's so many Drax, Lapis Lori. There's a good amount of people. They've been doing the Ark survival thing forever. They did their own server whenever this came out too, but Vintage Beef didn't join them, and Zul'jin didn't join them. They joined the Devolved one just to do something different.
All right,
and that's where that came from.
My mistake.
You're fine. You're fine. So that's why I get a question about it sometimes, but that's why it's called that, and because they named it that. Them, I think they did it in jest of the other thing too, the other game currently out that people say have dinosaurs in it.
That other one that we don't mention.
All right, we'll go to the one that's built in the caverns here.
Yeah.
Right. That might be a nice one to do. Let me do that. This is built by the Magnificent Four, or Bale the Bear.
Good name, Bale the Bear. All right.
Yes. Let me just make sure I get to the right entrances. This one there's 4 entrances to this because it goes into the caves. So this is a lot to that. Admin panel. Let's choose you. Summon player.
Oh,
this is one.
And I'm
of
inside
the
you again.
Why? Hello.
Hello. Time for me to go inside you again.
New meaning to Funcom.
Oh God, dude. You know, sometimes some people spell it with an E at the end because they don't really know how to spell the name properly. So.
Wow.
Weird.
Still using you? Okay. All right. So let's see here. Fly.
Phantom Thunder says Hawk Nest up top, but it's not done. I'm not sure if this was referring to this particular build or the last one we run, but
probably talking about this one then. Probably.
Someone says now that we donated so much money to Conan, can we get a team on AO2, please? So the thing about Anarchy Online 2 is, like, Anarchy Online is probably the best game that we've ever made. So why would we do a sequel when we know the sequel is going to be inferior? That's all I'm saying.
There you have it.
There you have it. We will never make a game as good as Anarchy Online.
I think you got it in.
You think so?
Yeah. The biggest thing for the design is, I think, inspiration. When you get something that inspires the living crap out of you, I'm sure you'll be able to. I mean, I think you've done well in this one. So,
but thank you very much.
So this is the entranceway to this whole section. They actually go into the caves themselves. This is Nityana's section. Nitana's, and it goes through the cave system. They built through it all. So you have little cubby holes everywhere where things are getting done.
This stuff is stuff that I never consider when I build some of my own things.
And like this, I think this is another gate here. Yeah, this is another huge gate coming in. And this has the dragon's head above it.
Oh yeah, I mean, you gotta have the dragon's head. I mean, I gotta... There it is, Sky on the road. There we go. Oh. There we go. Now I have control. I think I'm... Woo! Because I've turned off the UI so you can see like more of the builds and stuff. So. Yeah, this is real good.
And this is one of 4 entrances, but there's even more inside, even in the front portions of the gates. Like they built higher sections. There's a bedding. They got a kitchen in here. Even further up, they got another altar and stuff like that. So there's a bunch of like just everything, and it winds through the entire set of caverns in here.
Wow, this is super well done.
Yeah, when I saw it, I was like, that's very nice. Here's the
I can't
carpenter room.
I can't imagine winging all of this and just like going by feeling.
That's but if you look at it, you kind of let the wedges and the foundation, square foundations, really kind of lead you how you need to do it,
Right?
And then it becomes like a problem-solving game too. So
sure, yeah,
it's fun. It's fun.
Which way did we go?
I went back out Netanya's doorway. There's more in here. I messed up which way to go. Actually, if we press M, and you can see where all the temples are. Let's see if I can get to the north temple that they've got here, the northwest one. Yeah, here's the other portion of the build. They've done such a good job. Let me see. Is this a different one? Yeah, this side here. Right? No, that's the same one. That's the same one. Dang it.
There you are. Ah. It's difficult to keep track, okay? I'm just so fascinated by everything.
This way. Okay, this way is the way we need to go.
Right.
And when we cut through the actual rock face, we should be able to see some of the building once you can see through the layers. I don't see it.
Sweet, yeah. There you are, I think.
Am I going the right way? I hope I'm going the right way. I am.
I'm going the right way.
You just go east toward the other altars on the map.
They didn't appear for me for some reason.
Okay. I'll summon you to me when I get over here.
But I'm heading eastward now.
And they have their map room set up here as well.
Dude. Ooh.
All right, I'm going to summon you to make it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
I'll probably go to fly mode so you don't fall through the ground.
Okay.
I'm in mop enough. And summon player.
Boom.
And this is their map room area too.
Oh, nice.
The entrance to it is over here. They did something that I like to do. I like how stone brick and black ice work together. Like the gold on black, especially when it's wet.
Oh yeah. This looks real good. Because you can paint a lot of really good shapes and play around with the architecture and all that stuff.
So the entrance into the caverns is down below, but then up above is their map room.
Okay, let's check that out. Yeah, and then with the glow from the pillar, it looks even better.
Yeah, so it's pretty wicked.
Beowulf the Barbarian. One last thing, Fu Manchu. When? I don't think we have plans for a Fu Manchu mustache. At least as far as I know at the moment. But I will definitely suggest it. We'll see.
Do we have time for one more in the north before we go to Swungle? It's smaller.
Sure, let's do it.
All right. Make sure I go to the right spot. I think it's right here.
Boom. That's called picture framing when used on decks. I had no idea. So like the contrast between the dark and the light stuff.
Yep.
That is, well, the more you know.
The less you know? I don't know. I don't know. Support player. Someone. There we go. Okay. So this one's done by a guy named Erkridge or Troy. It's a smaller build, but like the amount of effort put into, like, talking about a good job with the smaller build.
Right.
This is definitely one of those in my opinion.
Yeah.
Things.
I really like how he did the different floors where like one is small and then one is bigger. How he solved that stuff with the support walls. Really good.
And then the mixture of materials too, with the sandstone with insulated wood.
Yeah. This is super good. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that.
And
Just in case I need some inspiration. Yeah, with the carry, like the moose head on top.
Yeah, the Goat King of the North.
Yeah.
That's what I call him. It's the Goat King of the North. And then you have the Goat King of the South, which I think some people say his name is Kuda or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, there's someone sleeping. We're watching him sleep.
Purges are turned on the Devolve server. We have it set though, so there needs to be a certain amount of clan members online for it to happen.
Yeah, smart.
So, that's what's there.
I played online with some colleagues and some friends and colleagues, and I got purged twice while I was offline. And they destroyed half my stuff. Not fun, you know. It's...
Yeah. Yeah, that's not for fun. Do you want to go to the Swungle now?
Yeah, let's jump into this one real quick.
Do you see? We have two. We have three. If we want to see the horrible Clop Avengers base, main base.
Let's do all three. Let's do all three.
Okay. All right. So let's go by. Tribe has another one. It's in the tree area, which is, they've got some nice stuff there. Make sure I go to the right spot. There it is. And the entranceway is from here. And we'll go to Tribe, then we can do the Clop, and then I guess we go to mine. I guess.
Yeah, let's do it.
I have two in the Swungle. Oh, there is a problem. I was wondering, like south of the Buccaneer Bay, there's a plateau between there and the ancient city.
Yes.
You can't build there at all, and there's no NPC stuff nearby there. But it blocks like a certain circular section.
Right.
Is there something there specific that's supposed to be there? Or is that maybe? I can tell you about it later, I guess. I mean,
yes. I mean, probably. I'm not sure about that place specifically, but I can ask the guy who's in charge of all the the building blockers, splines, and all that stuff.
So this entranceway comes from here.
There you are.
And it kind of leads into their tree base area.
Oh. We're just gonna wait until everything loads in. Oh yeah, this is real cool. Yeah, because they've basically taken the tree and the surrounding area as like sort of their main platform, and then just sort of like we're gonna build a bunch of.
There's a tree house up there too, the top.
Oh yeah, there it is. Oh wow. This is super good. I like how they like incorporated the different like the size of the trunk and like making different platforms. Gerper, yes, we are aware of that bug. This is amazing. Holy.
And they use stairs instead of regular roof pieces for like the central building.
Yeah.
Which I thought was well done.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Because since it's such a hot place, it has protection.
You want
kind of
some
from the
like
rain.
You want some
ventilation.
Ventilation, yeah, exactly.
And they got dancers all up in here, so I guess it makes it kind of warm in here too. They're working the sweat up actually, but they again, this is one of their builds. They get the decor they do.
Yeah.
And it's nicely done, well placed. But I thought it was a cool place just in general, how it looked and how they utilized the landscape.
Yeah, absolutely. I really like the platforms that they've done up this like giant tree in the middle here.
It goes all the way up.
Goes all the way up, yeah, to like a tower on one of the huge branches. Because like that is one of the things that we wanted people to do when we added the Swungle area, because like it was made specifically to like for vertical building. Because like we wanted players to be able to build upwards in the trees and all that kind of stuff. So I think it's really cool. It's really cool to see people embrace that and actually like make some really cool stuff with it.
So that's kind of the whole build for it. But they, again, like you said, like it's a good example of them utilizing the tree, and also tying it into the lower portion as well. And then in their main build goes back up above on the end of a cliff. There's a tower. You're over there, a tower up there, and all that good stuff. So, and then they have elevators going across to another tree, and there's so much stuff.
I saw that. We actually did that in one of our trailers as well. We had one of our our communications director, who's much better at building than I am. He also did that a lot. He like placed out a bunch of elevators and saw like, okay, this snaps to this tree. All right, we can just start going from there. And then he attached a bunch of other stuff to other things. It just looked really good. Oh hey, it stopped raining. Can't see that.
Just in time.
Yes.
We can go to the plop surrenders. I mean, Clop Avengers base now, I guess. Let's see, it's right over here. I call it a pyramid with a box in a box. That's what I call it.
All right. Wonder how many times I fell down building this. Andrew B writes, a few times. I might have died. Might.
All right.
Poor Andrew.
I remember the words of frustration in the chat in the Discord. So yeah, this is the pyramid with the box in a box. It's kind of, to me, I call it a hot mess, but I still got to give it some love.
Right.
So you know, I figured at least
But
share
it's not.
that.
It's not your hot mess.
No, that's not mine. This is the
Exactly.
Clop of Avengers hot
Yeah.
mess. Like they couldn't even build a pyramid straight. So
Plop surrenders.
there you go. You got it right. See,
Yeah,
you're on the right
exactly.
side. You're an official member of Tasty Goodness now.
Thank you very much, sir.
So yeah, it's I think what they're trying to do is kind of they're thinking more PvP and quickly get something up.
Sure, yeah. I mean, this looks like something you defend. Like this looks like something that's.
But they have to defend it
defensible.
when anyone looks at it. I mean, I'm just picking on them. They're good people. I enjoy them. They're again, they I do like how they've kind of come up. There's like a main building on this side, then
Right.
you go up from that building to go up to the top of over there, and they've been working on some more platforms. But yeah, it's kind of there's like holes everywhere. I guess it's fitting the theme because Klopp is like that. So he's a great PvP.
I wasn't complaining about the holes. I just like the size and the scale of it, and it's just
Gotcha.
yeah, it's really really good. I know it sounds
Yeah,
like I'm repeating myself a lot, but I'm literally.
Well, Haven built this.
I really like
I gotta
this
give him
stuff.
props.
Now RoboClop is in Twitch chat that says yes, Clop Avengers rule.
that is RoboClop. That is officially RoboClop right there. So there you go. You got to give him some love, even though he likes to try and kill people when they're building.
Don't kill people when they've declared war on you.
Well, he declared war on us.
Oh, okay. Well then.
Him and Beef have some beef, and then then I'm friends with Beef, and then I played with Clop 4, and then the Beef wanted to have beef against Clop and asked me if I want to join against Clop with the Beef, and I said yeah, we'll join the Beef, and there we have it. So. So yeah, they've done a good job. I like to pick on them some, but it's interesting how the style goes overall. But it's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Absolutely. I mean, since they're a rival clan, you sort of have to pick on them a little.
Yeah,
bit,
that's kind of the point, and it's nothing like there's like a line. I mean, like some decency there for picking on people. Oh, their guys are attacking me. I'm not surprised.
Rival clan. I just cloaked myself so they're not attacking me.
I don't mind. They can waste their arrow on me.
They're infinite arrows.
Yeah, if they're wasting it though, they're wasting it. And in my mind. Okay, I guess we can go to the last one, which is my main build.
Let's do it.
All right, I'm excited.
Show us everything, John. Let's see all those secrets.
I'll show it all. I haven't showed you. I've got 3 other builds on the server. I'm not going to show. It's not just about me. It's about everybody.
Yeah, it's a community,
So you need to wait for it to load.
All right.
The walls themselves took 20 hours to build.
Oh god, for a second there I thought you were gonna say that the walls will take 20 hours to load or something.
It might depend on what kind of machine you got. It takes it a minute. Let it do its thing. There's 2 entrances to this. You've got a north and a south entrance. I call this place Banegar, which Hrothgar helped me gather mats, and I gather mats. So Bane and his last name is Gar, so Banegar.
Right. Of course.
Is the name. But as you get closer, you can actually see it come into rendering.
Yeah. Getting there.
It's coming.
Getting there.
It's coming.
Wow.
This took I streamed the entire tower build in 2 streams. The walls, like I said, took and the palisades took like 20 hours to place. There's palisades on every corner that I could possibly reach. I climbed a lot, used elevators a lot, and fell a lot.
Okay, so you don't fly around when you build. You're doing it all.
No, I build within the game. It is legitimately with the game. I'll turn on Ansel for streams to show people stuff a little bit easier, but I do not. None of us do the cheaty stuff to do this. We build it legitimately.
We're just cheating for this stream. It's
fun. Well, it's easier to show you stuff this way too.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's my trebuchet. It's not centered right, but it's the only place I can put it. So like whenever we have guests, I can say hello back. Yeah,
of course. And that is the only way you can fling a 90-kilogram projectile 300 meters. Or 45 kilograms. I forget what the meme is now. But I was disappointed because when we first unveiled the trebuchets, I tried to post about them in the trebuchet memes subreddit, and then nothing happened.
Really?
Damn it! There was nothing.
I'm sorry.
They didn't react positively to our trebuchets. It was shame, really. But your trebuchet is very good.
Thank you. Then if you look along the walls and the edges, like everything down low, you'll see palisades on every cliff.
Holy Moses!
That was the hardest thing to do because I had to use like 3 or 4 elevators to get down and kind of place and then kind of spam where I could. I went through
Wow.
700 palisades for this build.
Yeah. 700. Yeah, just in case someone wants to climb up and then fall down.
Yep.
Woohoo!
So that was a lot. This is the back gates here, which I have. Hrothgar farmed about 30 Freya archers.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're guarding the entire gate, plus some guys on the ground, all in full Silent Legion armor.
Nice.
So it's kind of got the whole feel to it.
Chrissy says in chat, we all watched John build with clinched booty cheeks, afraid he's gonna fall because he climbs the whole build.
I tested the height of the scale, how far I go up above in the go to the sky. I went through like 400 pillars to get to the top and never got to the top. Damn. And then I jumped down and I landed on top of the tower, and I fell so fast it didn't have time to render, so I didn't die. I landed on the top and then it rendered in and I was okay. So it was kind of funny.
Yeah, don't tell the exploiters that.
Oh, okay. Well,
Too late.
they had to go through that much stuff, but
yeah.
So inside of here, like here's the vaults, which is where some of the gold and black ice comes into play.
Oh yeah.
And let me change it to night because the lighting in here actually is pretty cool.
Okay, go ahead.
How do I do that?
You go into the admin panel.
Dusk. There we go.
Cheats, dusk, yeah. And it should happen.
Maybe is it 2400 midnight or is
yes
admin panel? So we'll just do that instead.
There we go.
So I put in the blue goo lighting here.
Mm-hmm.
So it has like the glowing with the banners and stuff like that. But I like how the inside has an upwards glow. It just has just enough.
Oh, yeah.
It's like that kind of lighting.
That's really good. I'm gonna screenshot that too.
And this used some of the less placement mod too for the pillars you see in the front. They're offset.
Oh yeah, they're on the absolutely they're in between. No, they're not in the middle.
There's one piece that is a little off.
I mean, this basically looks like a giant bank.
That was kind of the point.
Like old school bank, you know.
And then the inside of here, like there's a lot of stone brick and black ice stuff mixtured in. Oh
wow, yeah. I really like the contrasts in the floor. What do we call it? Framing? Yeah, that's what it was.
And what I did too, like I built this, I didn't design the floor. I didn't want to build a circle. This is actually a weird oval. Right. And so I had the supports going on bright. I was like, well, I'll use the stone brick to signify. So every floor has the stone brick and pillars going up through it of the whole place.
Right.
So I'll turn it back to day because the overall lighting admin panel.
RoboClop has a message. He says, "You did a nice job, but Tasty Goodness still sucks." For the record.
Well, thank you. So and this is a central elevator through the entire place. There's elevators for each floor, so you can actually go up to the next floor. Now this is where it's still under construction type stuff, but I do have 4 of the main gods in each wing in their own little area. I did do a little bit of work on Decor. But it's an overall like it's a lot, and if you're going up through all the way to the top, then you'll see the top of Baningar, which
wanted to do something to the top.
Yeah, we are actually in the area designated for the Hrothgar, which is going to be Hrothgar's little Hrothgar going to be in, and then there's another floor here, and then there you go.
It's a hell of a build.
This is a butt clenching to build. Like,
I bet.
And it was
climbed all the way up there. You climbed all the way up here then.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Damn.
Yeah, there's a way to jump in place, and climb and jump up and do things. Wow. But yeah. Like I'm missing a couple pieces now. Oh, that sucks. I gotta go back and fix those. Oops. Wow, I did lose a couple pieces, probably from that placement thing.
Yeah, so Hyelo88 says that looks like a tower from Lord of the Rings. It does look a bit like, what is it, Orthanc?
Barad-dûr or Orthanc?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't go for it specifically with the build. I didn't want to do a basic tower. I want to do something different. I was like, maybe like a forked shape or something. So
yeah,
that's where that came from. It was a little bit hell trying to get it all right, but I like how the stone brick it goes from the interior back outside back to the interior to give support all the way up. So it breaks up the lines.
A lot of pillars.
It's a lot of grinding.
I
The
bet.
wall itself is all foundations with fence foundations on the outside.
Yeah.
So and
Oh
and
yeah,
then
so
the
you've
crenellations
attached the
across the
fence
top.
foundations
Right. So
to
it's
get the
double
spiky
layered.
look. Yeah. Nice.
So it's you know, it's a lot of stuff. The front gates themselves are where we kind of initially started. There's I have a full archer line, and then underneath the trebuchet and all that stuff. So that's basically the build though. So
Wow.
that's a lot of time.
I bet. And of course the dragon head. Up.
Gotta have that. You can't
Gotta have the
just
dragon.
I mean, it's gonna be like serious business. It's not serious business to put the dragon head up. I did do little insets on the sides too, where it kind of like cut in almost like a piece of cake and had the stone brick there to kind of give it some flavor, and it's symmetrical all the way around the build.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, that looks good.
And then put the lights behind it to kind of glow at nighttime.
Yeah. The contrast is real good. I think a lot of people don't really think about that when they're building. They're all just like they want it to be uniform, but then if you add, some lighter
I
touches
was
here
really
and there.
happy with the stone brick, how it worked with the black ice, honestly.
Yeah.
Especially when it rains, like right now, it really has that gold versus like greenish black corrosive feel, and it's so nice. It pops so good. But that is, I think, everything ish. Not really, but that's all I had prepared for you today. I don't know if there's anything else you want to see.
Hey, that was more than enough. That was amazing. And everyone watching, you now all know all of all of J0hnbane's building secrets.
You can see the product of the secrets. There you go.
Yes. Yeah. No. This has been amazing. This has been.
Well, I appreciate you having me on the stream. Appreciate you coming out and checking out. It was cool. It started with the chat last week on your stream, and then ended up happening. So
yeah. And I'm gonna switch away from the game now and switch back to myself. So, if there's anyone watching, once the intro goes, if there's anyone, if you're running a private server, if you're running like a role-playing server, if you're a content creator and you want to show off some of the stuff, just show off some of your stuff on stream, just give us a shout out, tweet at us. You can email me. If you go to pr.funcom.com, you can find my email address. Just like reach out and get in touch and we can figure something out. What else was I going to say? Check out J0hnbane on YouTube, youtube.com/J0hnbane with a 0 instead of an O. What else am I forgetting? I think maybe that's it. Any last words, John?
Thank you for having me. Your community is awesome. So glad to see things going well for the game. I look forward to what's coming out, and appreciate you, again, taking time to hang out today.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming. Thank you guys so much for watching. This will probably be the last stream with me, because next week on Friday, starting next Friday, I'm going on vacation. Natasha might be doing a stream. I'm not 100% sure if she's got anything planned, but we'll of course let you know if she decides to jump in the streaming room and do some stuff. And the community newsletters may or may not change shape for a couple of weeks, since I won't be here. I'm usually the guy writing them. Maybe Nicole will take over, maybe Natasha will write some. Yeah, there's going to be one newsletter next week, and then it's going to be the next 3 weeks I'm not going to be on stream, and then the streams are going to kick back up again after I'm done on my vacation. And the fan fiction and fan art contest that we're running right now ends tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central European Summertime, which is in less than 12 hours. So if you haven't if you haven't already, send in your contributions, send in your fan art, send in your fan fiction. Go to conanexcels.com/news and you'll find, /blog it is actually, and you'll scroll down a bit and you'll find all the details and all the information. But yeah, we've gotten some amazing stuff yet. I know you guys can make some truly awesome things, so just keep on sending it in, and then we'll draw a winner once I'm back from vacation. We'll showcase the winners, and of course a lot of the runners up on stream as well, and we're going to be doing some readings and all that kind of stuff. It's going to be great. I think that's it. ETA on the next week's patch, I don't have a specific ETA just yet. It's going to be one of those done when it's done kind of cases. And yeah, I think that's it. We're done.
Is that it?
That is
We're
it.
Done? Oh.
Well, I haven't signed off yet, but I'm going to sign off now.
Oh, but bye.
Bye.
Y'all take care. Thank you again for having me.